Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers indicate Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, is about to receive some devastating news. Liam has an issue with this brain that is inoperable and he doesn't have long to live. Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, may overhear Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood, discussing this and rush to Liam's side. Will Liam and Ivy finally get a second chance? Before Ivy came back to bring her jewelry line to Forrester Creations, she seemed really into Liam. Ivy wanted to give their relationship another shot until Steffy started sticking her nose in their business. However, that storyline suddenly got dropped for some unbeknownst reason. Does Ivy still want to be with Liam? Ivy would certainly be affected if she knew her ex-husband was about to die before they got a chance to reconnect. Ivy and Liam got along really well and she would want to know about his condition. Other people would be concerned too if Liam would allow them to know what is going on with him. Liam has asked Steffy to keep quiet about his condition. However, Steffy tends to discuss private things in public all of the time. Ivy could easily overhear Steffy and Finn or her mother discussing Liam at Forrester. Of course, Steffy would try to deflect. That does mean that Ivy will let it go. Ivy may be determined to find out the truth for herself. Liam deserves happiness and it could be with Ivy. Liam and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, divorced a while ago and Hope may be competition for Liam. Steffy is with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, unless of course, he decides he needs to connect with Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Will Steffy leave Finn again and decide to be there for Liam? Liam may end up with 3 women pining for him when it is all said and done. However, the real question is if Liam will survive or not. Liam's condition is inoperable, so can Finn and Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, find a cure before it is too late? Will Liam end up leaving both of his daughters behind as he dies from this brain issue? Liam is being quiet, unfair, not allowing his loved ones to know what is going on with him. It isn't fair to only allow Finn and Steffy to know what is going on with him. Liam has another child to consider in this. Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace, has a right to see her father and spend time with him as well. Ivy also deserves her chance to say goodbye. Will Ivy and the others be cheated out of a goodbye? The sun beamed through the windows of Spencer Publications as Ivy Forrester stepped off the elevator, her high heels clicking with purpose. She had returned to Los Angeles for what she thought would be a quick visit. Some light Forrester work, maybe brunch with Hope, and the obligatory drop-in at Eric's. But none of that would happen the way she planned. As she passed by Katie's office, Ivy heard hushed voices. Concerned and almost panicked. Pausing just out of view, her curiosity took hold when she heard one name, Liam. He's getting worse, Katie. Bill's voice was low but carried the weight of grief. And he won't let anyone help him. He's pretending he's fine, but I see the tremors. The confusion. He forgot where he was this morning. Katie exhaled sharply. It's neurological, isn't it? Something happened to him that night, didn't it? Ivy's heart slammed against her ribcage. She barely remembered walking into the office after that. Just a blur of anxious thoughts and memories of Liam flooding her mind. Liam Spencer. Her first love in the man who'd broken her heart more than once, but who also showed her more genuine tenderness than anyone else ever had. If something was wrong with him, really wrong, she needed to know. She had to know. Chapter 1. A forgotten photo. Back at Forrester Creations, Ivy paced the showroom floor, trying to make sense of what she'd heard. She wasn't even supposed to have been at Spencer. The meeting she'd scheduled with Katie had been canceled last minute. Was it fate that brought her there? She pulled out her phone and scrolled through old photos. Pictures from Australia, from her days modeling Liam's jewelry. One picture caught her eye. Liam, smiling, holding her hand after a particularly disastrous photo shoot. He had soothed her nerves that day, told her she mattered. that she wasn't just another pretty face. Tears blurred her vision. Ivy. Hope's voice brought her back. Ivy quickly pocketed her phone. Oh hey, Ivy said, trying to sound casual. I was just. You heard about Liam, didn't you? Hope's face said it all. Her usual radiant calm was gone, replaced by a pained wariness. Not everything, Ivy admitted. Just enough to know something's wrong. Hope nodded, leading Ivy into the office. She hesitated, then spoke. It's some kind of traumatic brain injury. From the night he was found outside the cabin. The doctors think it could have been building for a while, maybe even from years ago. But something triggered it. Ivy swallowed hard. And now? He forgets things. He gets confused. Sometimes he lashes out and doesn't remember afterward. And he won't let anyone get close. Hope's eyes welled. He told me he needed space. From everyone, even me. Chapter 2. A private visit. Ivy didn't hesitate. That night, she found herself at Liam's beach house. The porch light flickered softly in the dusk, but the inside was dark. She knocked once, twice. No answer. She tried the doorknob. It was unlocked. Stepping inside, Ivy called out gently. Liam? It's Ivy. I'm just here to check on you. At first, only silence answered her. Then from the hallway, a shuffling noise. Moments later, Liam appeared. His once confident stance diminished, shoulders slumped, his expression cloudy. Ivy? He asked slowly, as though testing the word. Yes, she replied softly, stepping closer. It's me. He frowned, looking past her, then back again. What? What are you doing here? I heard you're not well. I wanted to see you. Liam's brow furrowed in confusion, then frustration. I'm fine. Everyone keeps saying I'm not, but I'm fine. He turned away, nearly stumbling over a coffee table. Ivy rushed to his side, steadying him with a gentle hand on his arm. You're not fine, Liam, she whispered. But you don't have to face this alone. He froze at her touch, something stirring in his eyes. Ivy, Australia. The beach. I remember you there. Her heart skipped. That's right. And I remember how you held me after I almost drowned. You said you'd always protect me. He looked at her again, this time with less confusion, more clarity. I said that? You did. And now it's my turn to protect you. Chapter 3. Sparks of the Past. Over the next few days, Ivy became a constant in Liam's life. She didn't push him with questions or press him for details. She simply was. She brought meals, helped organize his cluttered home, and slowly began bringing him back to himself. They spent afternoons on the porch talking about the ocean, music, and funny memories from Forrester events. Liam would occasionally blank out or lose track of time, but Ivy was patient. When he panicked, she reminded him to breathe. One afternoon, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned lavender, Liam took Ivy's hand. You've always had this way, he murmured, calming me down. Like a lighthouse. Ivy smiled through the lump in her throat. You are always my favorite shipwreck. He chuckled, then turned serious. I've made so many mistakes, hurt so many people. Hope, Steffi, you also saved people. Me included, she said. And right now, none of that matters. What matters is you. Getting better. Chapter 4. Tensions rise. News of Ivy's return to Liam's side spread fast. Hope confronted her outside Forrester, conflicted and tense. Ivy, I appreciate what you're doing for him, I really do. But why now? Ivy took a breath. Because I care. And maybe I always did. I never stopped. Hope looked away, voice tightening. He pushed me out. I thought giving him space was what he needed. But maybe he needed someone else. This isn't about replacing you, Hope, Ivy said gently. It's about being there when someone needs it. Steffi, on the other hand, was far less composed. Ivy, don't you dare think you can swoop in and play savior. Liam's been through hell. We all have. I'm not swooping. I'm staying, Ivy said, steel in her voice, until he asks me to leave. Chapter 5. A Glimpse of Hope. One morning, Ivy found Liam outside on the sand, eyes fixed on the horizon. He looked peaceful, almost like the man she remembered. When she approached, he stood and turned to her. I remembered something, he said, eyes shining. What was it? Your laugh. That night at the gala, when I spilled champagne on myself. You couldn't stop laughing. She laughed now, too. You were so embarrassed. He nodded. But you made me feel like it didn't matter. Like none of the pressure, or expectations, or drama mattered. Just us. Ivy's throat tightened. Then let's go back to that. Just us. Right here, right now. He reached out and pulled her close, resting his forehead against hers. I don't know what this is, or where I'm headed. But having you here, it's the first time in weeks I don't feel lost. Chapter 6. The Decision. Doctors finally offered Liam a more aggressive treatment plan, experimental but promising. But he hesitated. What if I lose more of myself, Ivy? What if I forget you? You won't, she said firmly. And if you do, I'll just reintroduce myself every day. He laughed, but his eyes glistened. You're amazing. No, I'm in love with you, she said finally. Maybe I never stopped. Liam didn't speak for a long moment. Then quietly he said, I think I'm falling in love with you all over again. Epilogue. A new chapter. Weeks later, with Ivy by his side, Liam began the treatment. He had good days and bad, but with her constant support, the good slowly outnumbered the bad. Hope, finally accepting the shift, told Ivy, if you're what helps him heal, then thank you. Just, don't break his heart. I won't, Ivy promised. As Liam stood on the beach one evening, Ivy wrapped in his arms, he whispered, I don't remember everything. But I remember this feeling, you. And that was enough, for now. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BAUTIFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.